one, take one, action.
Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be hosting the WAP committee and deciding what an average teen is. I'm Emily and I'll be leading this discussion.
I'm Chi.
My name is Sofia Rodriguez.
I'm Lena. Okay, so let's get started. So, the president of a small third world country is going to visit our high school, and when he was asked what he would like to see in the United States, he said he wants to see an average high school and see what an average teen would do each day. So we have 5 candidates here, and we're supposed to decide which one would be best for the job. So let's get started. What do you think an average teen is?
Well, I think an average teen should be kind of athletic, because most teens do play sports.
Yeah, I don't think they have to be in athletics though, as long as they're well-rounded and are involved in extracurricular activities.
What about you, Chi?
I think teens should be really social, but at the same time, a lot of teens are really shy, and so maybe they're able to talk to people, but they don't know everybody.
I think most teens should have pretty good grades and not too low.
And at the same time, maybe not super high grades like A pluses or whatever, because not many people are actually that smart. Maybe average B, maybe C-ish.
Yeah, so in the B's area.
Yeah, okay. So, we're going to introduce our 5 candidates now. So this is Ling Cho. She's in line for volunteering. She was accepted at Harvard and Yale. A bit shy, but she adapts to social situations easily. She has few friends because she's always studying. And she's in science fair, math tutoring. And if she were to lead the president, she would take him to the Museum of Natural Science. So what do you think about her? What are some problems that could arise if she were the one to lead?
I think that since she's always studying and into her school and work grades, that she's not going to be very social and she needs to hang out with friends more.
Yeah, it might be a bit awkward for her to lead if she's not actually talking to him.
And I don't think that an average teen would be going to the Museum of Natural Science and History, because most people find it a little bit boring.
What do you think?
And not a lot of teens get accepted to Harvard and Yale because it's really
high education. And we might want to have someone who's going to more of an average middle school. College. And plus the entire grade thing, A pluses, is not average. Okay, next person. This is Carmen Solis. She's a C student, but she's active in theater. She's well liked by everyone. She has a steady boyfriend. She's very social, and she's going to a local college due to the financial strain since she has a family of 8. And she's the captain of the drill team, as seen here. And if she were to lead the president, she would take him to a football game.
I think that's pretty average.
Pretty average. The entire C student though, it might be too low. And many teens these days have boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff.
And I don't think the C student, the grades really come into matter when they're talking to a president of another country, because he's not going to ask them about their grades specifically. So other than that, she's pretty she would be a good average display.
I like how she's not only involved in drill team but also in theater.
Yeah.
What do you think, Elena?
she's so social. She would lead the president well.
Yeah. So that it's not as awkward as it would be if Ling Cho led. Okay.
And the whole local college thing because of financial strain, because a lot of people don't have enough money to go to a fancy college like Ling Cho.
Okay. So this is Jada Williams. She's really into art. She's president of the art club, takes AP art. She got awards for art in state and in city or whatever. And she was on a slow track until they discovered her dyslexia. She's pretty quiet, but she's likable and kind, caring, and she's considered an overachiever. What do you think about her?
Well, I mean, I guess a few people today have dyslexia, but not all.
Yeah.
So.
It's not as common. And then she only has one passion, so she's not really well-rounded, and she just basically just focused on art. And the whole entire art museum thing, taking him to an art museum, like he could do that anywhere.
Yeah.
She's quiet, so that might not work out too well.
What do you think?
Because she has dyslexia, there's not that many people struggle with that kind of problem, so it's not.
And the entire like overachiever thing, like many are lazy today.
Yeah.
Not really many work that hard. They like achieve what they need to, but they don't go over.
So is she an overachiever in just art or like in all subjects?
I think in all subjects, because she's considered an overachiever, not like
Overall.
So she is well-rounded then.
that's true. But it could be just in like academics, like she does more than she needs to, like in projects or something.
Yeah.
This is Bahir, her dad. He's an A to B student, generally well liked. He's accepted to Georgetown, often advocates to change school policies for the better. However, even though he's well liked, last year he got into a fight after an emotional outburst that most likely had to do with his parents' divorce. And if he were to lead the president, he would take him to a debate, because he's really into debate. So, I think his grades are good, A and B. That's pretty average.
And I like that he's generally well-liked, which doesn't mean that he's like, yay, everybody, free hugs. So he's not like too out there, but then he's not like shy and a loner.
What do you think, Elena?
Since he has emotional outbursts when he leaves the president, he might have like one of those.
Yeah,
And
that's a possibility.
No,
However,
but then he's in debate, and debaters, they're really good at being like straightforward and professional when they have a job to do, like in a debate.
Yeah.
and the idea that the divorce was not really recent anymore. Like he already went through that stage.
Yeah.
Like emotional.
And also the fact that he did get a divorce. A lot of parents today
Maybe.
are
What do you think, Chi?
I think that it's good that he's trying to change school policies for the better, even though he got suspended for his emotional outbursts.
Yes. And also Georgetown is pretty average. It's not like local college, but it's not like Harvard or Yale either. So he's a pretty average team. And this is our last one. Jacob Jones. He has visible tattoos, rides a motorcycle. He's a C student. He's self-confident with a good sense of humor, and he's well liked by teachers and students. And he started a successful recycling project at school that was copied by several other schools. And if he were to lead the president, he would take him to a recycling center.
I don't think that's the best place to be the president,
Yeah.
but it's good that he's self-confident and likes what he does.
If he was that into recycling, he could always just tell the president about it, but I don't think it's really necessary to bring him to an actual center.
Yeah, and I feel like he's like too centered on just the recycling thing. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't show that he has any other extracurricular activities other than recycling project. It doesn't say that he's like Hadid and he's doing other, like he's trying to change other school policies. So it seems like he just did that one thing and he like gave up.
Yeah, and not everyone is like the whole entire bad boy thing, like motorcycles and tattoos and stuff. So you don't want to really give that person that image.
That everyone's a bad child.
Yeah. Not gonna be bad, but like, doesn't look.
Yeah.
Okay, so now our job is to name 2 students that we think might be good for this job. So like narrow it down. So, who do you think is not good for this job?
I don't think Ling Cho would be the best because she's just really high up and it's not really like how average teens are.
And she's too focused on her academics, not well-rounded enough.
And Jada Williams, she's once again really focused on just the art thing, not really like other extracurricular activities.
And she's quiet, so that might get awkward and stuff.
Yeah.
Jacob Jones, he's not really the average teen with.
Yeah, with his tattoo and motorcycle. And he's also not well-rounded. Like, his academics is a C, and he is only, like, focused on the recycling thing. thing.
Yeah, and he clearly doesn't try hard in school if he has a C, which is like he
Yeah.
won't try as hard to be professional to like the president.
So Carmen and Bahir, right?
Yeah, I think that's her too.
Okay, so Carmen and Bahir. So which one would you think could be the best choice?
Carmen,
Carmen, why?
because she's mostly what an average teen actually looks like, and she does things that most of them would do.
So I like how she's involved in both theater and drill team, but and then academics is also pretty average.
Yeah, so I prefer Bahir because he would be more professional considering the fact that he's in debate. And he also has more average grades, like with B's and A's, because most of my friend groups, I mean, they all have A's, and I don't know that many people that have those low C's, which Carmen has.
Yeah, and I like how he's like generally real-like, so not like all the way up there with like super popular with a bunch of friends like Carmen is. Probably is because she's a captain of the drill team, and she's really social, has a boyfriend. And but he's not like that really shy person with only like a tiny group of friends.
I agree with Fiona. I think Bahir is more average than Carmen. His grades are just a little bit higher, and since he was accepted to Georgetown, I think that's more average than just being able to go to a local college.
However, the thing like bringing him either to a football game or a debate competition, football is like sort of like
America's sport.
an American thing.
It's just more for entertainment.
Yeah.
But then again, with debate, they kind of learn what we're talking about in our country and like more on like a national base than just our team's winning in football.
Yeah. What do you think now?
Now I think Bahir would be a better choice.
Okay. So we decided on Bahir. He would be good
Yeah.
for this choice. Okay. So this is Bahir. So now that we've chosen him to lead the president, we need to give him some instructions about what to do when the president comes, how to treat him, basically, yeah, and how to carry out his job. So what do you think he has to do?
Well, first of all, he needs to be really professional with the president and not treat him as like a friend because he's
Yeah,
kind of
he's a leader
the
of our
president.
But also don't be too like distant and like just like polite, but also like make sure that it feels like a real conversation instead of actual conversation. Maybe add some humor in there, but not too much.
Yeah, he wants to be social with the president and not too quiet.
And maybe when he's like taking the president around, tell him more about our country and stuff. Since he's not getting the American thing from the football, he can still tell him about stuff like that, and let him enjoy the U.S.
And he should probably also talk about his personal, like what his grades are, and like what's going on in his family. That way, the president gets a good idea of what's going on, but don't make it all about him. Like he needs to talk
so, like,
to him.
Maybe talk about the divorce a little bit so that he sees that like a lot of people are divorced, but don't like get emotional about it or anything. Just keep it on the surface. What do you think, Elena?
He can show the president what he does, like not every day, but like what he does as a team.
Maybe like show him, let him meet some of his friends, maybe, so he gets a better idea. So it's not like he thinks that is what a team is like, but he also sees a broader view of what a team could be.
Do you think he would be allowed to take the president like through his day, like from class to class?
I think that'd be smart. He might be able to, and get like the debate competition afterwards. It depends on like what happened.
And that way he can see like not just Bahir, he can be able to see like
so that maybe he gets a good impression of everyone.
Yeah.
Even though we picked one person, he still sees what an average team is like. That's good. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. This meeting is now adjourned.